give me just while I'm chasing a rabbit. Okay, Donald Trump is the president. All right, okay, cool. It ain't gonna make no difference because God is on the throne. Do you hear me? So stop it. Turn to the person, say, stop it. Looking at all the news reports. Oh, look what he did now. Oh, did you hear what he did this? You know what this happened? And all that. And you know, he's got some, there's a preacher, that's really bad when a preacher panics. Whenever me and my wife have crisis and stuff, I try to keep my cool because I know she's looking at me. You don't say it when the leader loses his cool. I mean, go in the bathroom and cry and carry on, but don't do that in front of the people that are looking to you for leadership. I had a preacher call me up talking about something. Did you hear that he has a white supremacist as his chief of staff? I said, yes. He said, what are we going to do about it? I said, well, I'm going to do the same thing I do about everything. He said, what's that? What's that? I said, pray. I said, you need to get a hold. How many know what I'm talking about? Let me just, I know I'm chasing a rabbit, and that's why my sermons are so long. But, but listen, you don't have, this isn't rocket scientists, okay? I know people try to make you think of some special formula. You got to come to that conference and buy their 10-page book. And you have to have a certain person lay hands on you, and then they have to spring this holy water over you, and you have to turn around 3 times, and then it'll get the miracle. But that's all lies and false. Let me tell you something. Prayer changes things. And there ain't nothing but manipulation on the part of pastors who want you to think that they have some special formula so you'll come and fill up their congregation and make you think that they're different than you or they have something more than you have. I don't have anything more than you have. I got the same tools, the same weapons, the same authority as you have. And if you use it, it'll work for you. If I use it, it'll work for me. Do I have a witness out there? You got to go down into your hole. Turn the person, you got to go down in your hole. Because I'm going to tell you, you're driving us all crazy. Your family, look, let me tell you something about kids, okay? Your children deserve an orderly, calm atmosphere to grow up in. Do you hear me, Mom, Dad? You are to create an environment where they feel at ease. They should not be nervous because you are acting like a chicken with your head cut off. Calm down. Tell the person, calm down. When they going to school all upset and, you know, wondering why they acting up at school, it's because they're looking at you who is a nervous wreck. All that arguing, stop it. Stop overreacting. Let me tell y'all something. The world's not coming to an end. And if it does, we'll just go to heaven. Is anybody with me out there today? You are a believer, so you're stress-free. And you ain't worried about nothing because you got to know God's got the whole world in his hands. Do I have a witness out there? Just because the devil threatens me doesn't mean anything's going to happen to me, because there's a hedge around me and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Do I have a witness out there? He's greater than all, and no man shall pluck me from his hands. And matter of fact, I'll put it this way. All things are working together for the good of those who love him. I can't lose with the stuff I use. And I can't go down because I'm too sound. And I'm too legit to quit. And nothing the enemy comes up against me with is greater than the God who can give me victory, because our God is an awesome God. As a matter of fact, this series is going to take 4 weeks. And the Philistines also came and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. They spread out. In other words, they gathered. And you know, it's really funny how that, you know, the enemy, he's basically an intimidator. I mean, he really he can't take you out. Do you realize that? He really cannot do anything to you without permission. I mean, he can threaten you and tell you what he's, tell all the wolf tickets he wants that he's going to do to you. But have you noticed that he gathers against you, but you're still here? Have you noticed that the gun's been pointed at you, but he ain't pulled the trigger? It lets you know that before he can do anything, God has to allow him. And if God doesn't allow him, he can't do nothing to you. Because if they were going to get him, why didn't they go get him? You know why? Because God ain't letting them. And he's not letting anybody mess with you. Do I have a witness out there?